start. Friends, you have conferred on me a privilege and an honor by asking me to perform this ceremony. The life of Mahatma Gandhi had become so connected with the life of any person in this country that there can hardly be any Indian who was not deeply influenced by him. There have been in this country, as in this world, many great men who served their people and whose services were remembered by their people for centuries after their passing away. But it would be very difficult to find a parallel in this country or any other part in the world to the great life of Gandhiji. At any rate, he was able not only to infuse a new life and encourage in the hearts of the people of our country, but also able to make them march from the darkness of slavery to the light of freedom. Gandhiji's achievements were not limited to the political field alone. His work embraced the entire field of social life in this country. In fact, there is no aspect of our life which has not been influenced by him, and I hope that our life would continue to be influenced for years to come by his teachings and philosophy. In view of the intimate relationship with the people, I think it would be unnecessary and useless for me to say anything in detail about his life this evening. I believe many of you have had the privilege of sitting at his feet while he was living. Others who did not have that good luck must at least have had the opportunity of witnessing his great deeds, listening to his inspiring words, or reading his articles and books. It is therefore unnecessary to say much about his life. It was on this day that he was born, and I am sure it will remain a memorable day in history forever. I would like the members of the assembly who are present here today and who have given me this privilege of unveiling the portrait of Gandhiji to remember that their responsibilities, which were already heavy, and the great expectation which the people had of them, have become greater today. In this connection, however, I would like to place before you his view, which he often used to point out. He used to say that if one wanted really to serve his country and its people, it was essential for him to concentrate on service. That is, today he should think of service and service alone and not of any other gain or advantage for himself. True service can be performed only when a person is sincerely devoted to the cause of service itself. It is a well-known fact that in every country where a democratic government functions, representatives to the legislature are elected by the people. Such representatives should be honest servants of the people and should have no other aim before them except the service of the people. If we serve the country in this spirit, I am sure we would be able to serve it much more effectively than otherwise. Truth and non-violence were the basic principles of his belief, and I would insist you that you should keep them always well in your view. Then only you would be able to serve the people of our country. Dear sir, thank you very much for your kind letter of the 7th instant. I am very glad to inform you that as a matter of fact, our business has become very satisfactory indeed during the past 2 years, in spite of the fact that much has stood in the way of our progress. Before dealing with the figures in the accounts, I think it is necessary for me to recall to your minds what I said on it at the last meeting. I hope you will remember my words which I had told you that we had to meet an adverse balance of trade and it was considered necessary to take immediate steps to improve our position. At the beginning of the year, we brought forward a good amount and now we are faced with a deficit. I am sure, however, that we could not have done better owing to the peculiar circumstances which were in operation during the year. Those who were present at the meeting in all probability remember the statement on this matter in the report. It was felt that by some means we must regain our position, and therefore every circumstance likely to have affected the profitable working of the company was considered, and the result reflects great credit on all those who are concerned in the working, and I think that you are satisfied in this respect. Expecting to hear from you soon. Yours faithfully. Stop.